up, guys? This is Austin from Jawjackers TV. Today finally we got our box in from Mr. B Lurecompany. We're going to be unboxing it, see what they gave us. It seemed like it took forever because we were so excited to wait for all these lures to come in, and finally they're here now. So first one here is their 3/8 ounce swim head. You throw paddle tail swim bait, any sort of soft plastic swim bait you'd want to throw on this. They did send us a letter. I was reading that, and they mentioned with all of their jigs and lures that they do, they are all hand-tied skirts. So all these skirts you see on here are hand-tied. They use a Kevlar braid to tie these on with. So you know it's not going to just rot apart or just fall off. Everything's on there pretty solid, and everything they use, like this jig here, they use with eyes. They clear coat everything, so they're not going to fall off. Obviously they're going to get beat up fishing this, but it's not just going to, like, this clear coat doesn't just chip right off. It's pretty solid stuff. They also use Gamakatsu or owner hooks, like this one also here has eyes on it. Everything they have eyes on it, they clear coat. And this one's green pumpkin, and green pumpkin shad is what they call it. It's a bladed jig. Essentially this is their version of a chatterbait. You throw a fluke or paddle tail swim bait, any sort of swim bait essentially you would throw on this would work really well. Stuff like this, they're jigs. This is their, I think this is called a midnight, they call it. Yeah, midnight 1/2 ounce heavy duty football jig. Everything like this they use powder coat for, and powder coat again does not chip off very easily at all. I've used powder coated jigs before, and you can continuously fish them through rocks and heavy cover. It doesn't scratch very easily, it doesn't chip very easily. It's some pretty good stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Buzzbait. See, this one also looks like it's clear coated, and another hand-tied skirt. They all are. This is their 1/2 ounce buzzbait. The hitch silver blade is what they call this one. It's like a white and gold flake skirt, and these things just seem to be really well built. These guys do a really good job building their lures. So there's another buzzbait, 1/2 ounce pearl white. The same thing, clear coated, as you can see. Same exact thing as that other one, another buzzbait. Yeah, like I said, pearl white. And here's a spinnerbait of theirs. This is a 3/8 ounce willow spinnerbait is what they call it. It's a chartreuse shad. I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, but it has like a bluish flake to it almost. It shines real well when it hits the light. I'm just amazed, honestly, how sturdy these are. Here you can kind of see the braid there that they tie it with. Everything, they don't use rubber bands like most lures you would see at like a Walmart or something, or a cheaper end lure that you would see has like a rubber band that would rot out over time after dragging it through the water and then leaving it sit in your tackle box or whatever you store your lures in. Could potentially rot and dry out, and then your skirt falls off and then it ends up being junk. But these ones are really well built. This is their 3/8 ounce underspin. It's a swim head jig with a blade on it essentially. Throw a fluke or paddle-tailed swim bait of some sort on this. Try to match the colors. You don't want to get too wild with, like, you don't want to throw a green pumpkin on a white head. You want to try to stick with the same color as the head. At least that's my personal opinion. I like to stick with the same colors. You don't want to go super crazy. This is another football jig. This is a red bug craw is what they call it. Again, powder coated. Every single one of them is powder coated. Every single one either has a Gamakatsu or owner hook. Really sturdy, heavy duty hook. Really good weed guard. From what I noticed on all these other jigs, seems pretty stout. They don't seem cheap. You're not just going to pull that out. They're going to be in there. So it's a pretty stout little jig. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying about. This one is their green pumpkin blue flake. This one also has blue flake in it. It's a swim head jig, pretty much. Like I said, the exact same thing as this. It's the same thing, only this one has a blade on it. And this is their 5/8 ounce deep water structure jig. It's brown, purple, burnt orange. They call it their frog hair jig. You can see there's a lot of little tiny pieces of the skirt in there, really fine, really thin. You want to throw like a craw trailer on this, something like some sort of creature bait you would want to throw on there. It would work really well. Again, powder coated, heavy duty, solid hook. This looks like a Gamakatsu hook. No, this is the owner hook. This is really well built, solid jig. Again, really heavy duty weed guard. It's just a really, really well built jig. Looks like an Arky jig. Yeah, this is their 1/2 ounce Arky jig. It's brown, burnt orange. It's also, again, as you can see here, they have on the description, hand-tied skirt, and has the owner hook, baked on powder coat paint. You can see the powder coat on there. Brown powder coat. Whole way around. They don't shorthand anything on these jigs. They really take their time and build these things really well. They're really good looking jigs. I'm super stoked to use these. I can't wait to get out and fish with them. And their last one they have here is their 1/2 ounce puffball jig. Green pumpkin kicker fish is what they call the color on this one. And this is the owner hook. Again, solid weed guard, not just going to pull out. And they tie really well. I don't know how well you can see that, but they tie really well with their hand-tied skirts. They do a really good job. I mean, again, see the powder coat on there. Whole way around, not a spot missing. Really solid. I mean, it just feels like a really sturdy jig. I'm super stoked to use these jigs. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And for Mr. B Lure Company, thank you guys for everything you've done sending us these lures. You really didn't have to do that, and you did. We really appreciate that, and we can't wait to work with you more in the future. And also go check out Hookset Fishing. Their apparel's awesome. Been wearing this last couple times I went out fishing, and it's amazing. It's awesome material, super thin, fishing 80 degrees, maybe even more, and you just don't get overheated. It's comfortable, keeps the sun off, you don't get sunburnt. So go there, go to hookset.com, hooksetfishing.com. Go check those guys out. Go check out Mr. B Lure Company at mrbllurecompany.com. I'll have both of their websites linked in the description in this video down below. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time in the next video. We get out fishing, use some of these jigs, and go catch some fish. So we'll see you around. Peace.